All right, guys, so today we are working on our front garden. So if you see, Mikey is here. He is just removing the gate that was along here and we're extending it. So we're gonna make it to about right here to just match up with the opening of the gate right there, and that'll give us probably like 2 more rows to work with. This summer or spring, I should say, we're in here, we're gonna have our watermelons and cucumbers, but now that we made it a little bit bigger, I might add a few things. I just don't know exactly what yet. We did just get this tiller, so that's like number 1 on the list for today is using the tiller. We're going to use this to till up this entire front garden. These are all of our beds. We're still working on them. We got some just cosmetic things that we're working on, but they're pretty much done. They just got to get filled. We're going to just kind of put these around like this and on each end, so it'll give it that pretty like border, as well as just, you know, a leaning space. I think it'll like elevate them a little bit and not make them look so plain and old. I'm excited to get that in. We have a bunch of stuff that we have started indoors from seed. I'm gonna start putting in like our potatoes, some carrots. We're waiting on some soil that's supposed to come next week. So once that comes, we'll be all good. So here's all of our seedlings. Right here is most of our lettuce, and then all of this here, these are all of our onions. So we have red onions, bunching onions, and Spanish white onions. And then here we have a mixture. We have some Swiss chard, arugula, celery, spinach, broccoli, and then these are a mixture of tomatoes and hot peppers and sweet peppers. Then in here I just planted these, but they're already growing. These are our cucumbers, watermelons, cantaloupes, and then this whole end right here, these are all a bunch of different types of flowers that I was able to kind of start indoors and get a head start on. And then directly next to it is all of this is the whole herb garden. So we have everything like basil, rosemary, lemon balm, thyme, catnip, spearmint, parsley, chives, cress, cilantro, spearmint, tarragon. So I do plan to make a really big herb garden this year, so that's why we just dedicated a whole tray to the herbs. And the cilantro is looking so well. We already got our first like little leaves. That's pretty much what's on the list for today. It is pretty like late in the day because we ended up buying a lawnmower and that took us forever in Home Depot, which that wasn't even the plan. We went for a tiller and Mikey came out with a lawnmower. So that took up half of the morning, but we're out here, we're gonna get it done. I'm excited. Look how this is looking. So you'll see now that all of the gate that was along this line is gone. And it's such a big garden. I feel like you don't really notice when the gate is up, but it's a pretty big garden. So that's the last bed, and we're gonna come all the way out to right here with it.
Does this put this, remember?
Oh yeah, I do remember.
This rotor tilling stuff is not for the weak. Just got done this one plot right here, as you can see. This is a 24 by 24 plot, so we extended it, as Erica was telling you. We just tilled everything up on here. Now we are going to get to this section over here. I'll show you right now. So originally, as Erica was saying earlier, we were gonna do this right here, right in between the greenhouse and our garden beds, but we kind of switched our mind a little bit. We're gonna be doing it right next to the greenhouse right here. I think we're gonna be doing 24, almost the same thing. I think it's like 22 by 12 or something like that. We have our trees right here planted, and in between the trees, we plan on having sort of like a driveway to get into the woods. So the trees on the left-hand side is where we're gonna kind of follow that line and section off the bed with those trees. So that's the greenhouse or the hoop house. We're gonna come off about 2 feet right here and go right over and line up directly with those trees that we planted over there. I have to remeasure everything just to make sure everything is nice and squared so that it looks perfecto. right, so we're just out here. I don't know what day this is. This is kind of like a little compilation between days. We're finishing up with the beds. We're putting soil down. Right now what we were just doing is taking out the weeds. I don't know what's the name of these weeds, but they're very invasive. They vine up everywhere. That's like the main weed we have out here. It was all on the fence line. It's all on the ground and it's just everywhere. Over here we have this big pile. It's a mixture, it's a 50-50 mushroom compost and topsoil, I believe. That's what we got out front. So this is usually what we get every year. That's what we got out front, but we're gonna work this pile down. We also got a bunch of wood chips over here. This will last us quite some time, hopefully. We've been running through wood chips. Little update on our greenhouse, on the hoop house, kind of falling apart. We're still waiting. They sent out the strips that we ordered, and when they sent it, I don't know, there was something happened to the package or whatever, so they had to cancel our order, and then I had to reorder, but I ended up ordering from another supplier. So I think today's Monday, it'll be here tomorrow on Tuesday, and then we'll start getting that straightened out this week.
We're gonna be planting here. We're gonna have potatoes, what is it? Potatoes, carrots, garlic, and onions. I'm gonna say onions, but yeah, that's gonna be all of like the in-ground things that are not like as pretty to look at right away. We're gonna have right here. Yeah, that's what this is gonna be for, mainly for the potatoes, because we're looking forward to having like a lot of potatoes.
All right, so now that we got the beds filled up, we are just adding a little border to them. These are the 2x4s that Erica was painting. And so as you can see here, it took 2 of them to wrap this one, to wrap this bed. It makes it look a lot better. That's how it looks now, and that's basically how it looked before. So we're just gonna do the rest of these now. It looks like we still have to add some dirt maybe.
Well, we didn't add that many here because of lavender.
Yeah, oh yeah, we didn't. So there you have it. This bed is done. So we got these 2 done right here. We're just gonna keep on doing the same thing. We finally got the pieces that we were waiting for so that we could finish up the greenhouse. It's right inside this box right here. Just opened it up. So actually, I'll just take it outside so you guys can see. We're gonna start putting everything together, and hopefully we get this greenhouse wrapped up and done.